What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to talk about social life in college. Now, social life is something that's very important, right? Because humans are social animals, and being social helps you in your professional life, it helps you in your social life, and it just helps you get a lot of opportunities. Because there are a lot of people who don't have enough skills, who aren't, that good at tech, but just because they know how to talk to people, just because they know how to become someone likable, they end up getting a lot of opportunities. If you guys have seen, salespeople in companies earn a lot of money. In fact, my dad's company, he works for a company called WNS, and over there the top salesman is given a Porsche every single year. So that's how much salespeople are paid. They are paid a lot of money for each sale they make, and also they have a lot of incentives. My point is, being social helps you no matter what. So until my seventh grade, I was like a normal student with friends. Not a lot of friends, but I used to have a good friend circle. But starting from my ninth grade, I focused a lot on academics. I rarely went out of my house. I did not hang out with my friends much. And apart from my house, I really did not go out with people. So it was just my family and me. Because of this, I don't know why, but I started getting a lot of anxiety. So during exams and stuff, I used to get like crazy anxiety. I used to like start crying during exams, and my mom used to sympathize with me. To be honest, when I in my ninth and 10th grade, I used to think that academics नहीं हुआ तो मेरा life destroyed. अगर मेरा 10th का boards मैं अगर मैंने अच्छे marks नहीं लाए तो मेरा life destroyed. Ninth and 10th grade, I used to go for a coaching called Mahesh Tutorials, and over there, I was one of the top students. So they put a lot of pressure on me. They wanted me to like come first in the city, stuff like that. So I had crazy amount of mental pressure, and I used to rarely talk to people. I wasn't like very outgoing, तो मैं किसी के साथ जाके है ऐसे नहीं बोलता था. I used to wait for the other person to approach me. I used to be afraid to talk to girls. Crazy time, right? My social life was pretty messed up, and this is when the anxiety broke down. So boards, even during boards, I used to cry before every single exam. I just couldn't take that mental pressure. But I ended up scoring 96.6% in my boards. So in my 11th and 12th grade, I changed schools, and I went to a way chill school. It was a great school called Ashoka Universal School, where I started participating in extracurriculars, and my social life started improving. So I had way more friends than in my previous school. So I started talking to a lot of people, and I wasn't that afraid to talk to people now. I was a bit outgoing, but still I was an introvert. ठीक है, बहुत तगड़ा introvert था. So I used to still wait for people to approach me and talk. College is what changed everything. First year of college, I still had that mentality of not talking to girls and stuff like that. But once I started, going to college, I met a lot of people, a lot of amazing people. And one thing that I realized is that if you're an introvert, then remember that a lot of people around you are also introverts. Extroverts are rare, okay? So a lot of people around you are also introverts. So don't be afraid to approach an introvert. An introvert is always happy to accept another introvert and have a conversation with them. So in my second year of college, I took up a pledge saying every single day I would meet 3 new people. And obviously I did not follow the pledge strictly, but I ended up making so many friends, guys. In lectures, like whenever some lecture used to happen, I used to go and sit next to random people and try to strike a conversation. Now this is a suggestion for you guys. If you're sitting in a lecture hall and if you want to make friends with someone, go sit next to a random person and ask him a question saying, hey, what was taught in the last lecture? Now this makes them explain what was taught in the last lecture, and then you can have some follow-up questions. Just ask some questions, some academic doubt, and then you can quickly have a good conversation and then be like, hey, what's your name? Which hostel do you live in? Stuff like that. So this way, I made a lot of friends. In fact, some of my best friends today were total strangers whom I met in a lecture hall. In my first year, when I used to walk to the mess, I used to rarely meet people whom I knew. In my second year, when I used to walk to the mess, every now and then I was like, hi, 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 hi. So when I'm walking towards people, a lot of people walk in the opposite direction and recognize me because I was confident enough to go sit next to strangers and strike a conversation, even though I was an introvert. So you might have heard about fake it till you make it, right? That's not applicable everywhere, but you can try it over here. Fake confidence, and it might make you actually confident. That was weirdly put out. Alright? Okay, let's talk about something more. It's said that your net worth is your network. So that's how important your network is. I got my first internship because of my network. I get a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn. I get a lot of freelance opportunities because I have a good network. So form a good network. Now remember, another good strategy of making friends in college is to turn online friends into offline friends. I have thousands of online friends whom I've never ever met, but still I text them every single day, or not every single day, but I text them often on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and a lot of other platforms. So I've made a lot of real friends, like offline friends, by first meeting them online. So there are a lot of people who contact me on LinkedIn, and even I contact a lot of people on LinkedIn and then set up meetings with them. So even that works. In fact, I've set up meetings with business owners by texting them on LinkedIn. I've met a lot of my friends by texting them on LinkedIn. So yeah, that works. The next point to keep in mind is to go out of your comfort zone. It's fine if people judge you, don't care. Honestly, people have a lot more to do in life rather than judging you. So a lot of people are afraid to talk to people because they think, oh, what if he judges me? What if she judges me? What if she thinks, oh, I'm lame? So don't think about that. Just go and talk to people. Very less people judge because they have way more important things to do in life rather than judging some random person, right? Oh, another important thing to keep in mind is to join clubs. I joined 2 clubs. The first one is called Department of Sponsorship and Marketing. And in that particular club, we used to cold call people to get sponsors for our fests. And that changed everything, guys. I used to be afraid to pick up the call and call some random stranger earlier, like during school days and all. I used to be afraid to talk to people over the phone. But over here, I spoke to business owners who rejected me like 100 times. And when you get rejected, it's so amazing. Because when you get rejected, you become stronger, and more rejections means you become tougher and tougher, and at a point you just become immune to rejections. So at this point, when someone says, "Hey, I don't want to do business with you, just shut up," then I'll be like, "Oh, thanks, no problem, see you tomorrow," stuff like that. Because I don't care about rejections now. I'm just so used to it. So yeah, join clubs. And also we used to have outings at different clubs and different restaurants. So I met a lot of people over there as well and learned to talk and make new friends. I'm not very extroverted, but I've moved beyond a point where I can at least make friends. So yeah. Also, I joined a club called Cell. I am the president of Cell right now. And Cell is also very supportive, right? Because it's a club where we do a lot of entrepreneurship activities. We have webinars with big shots, and we have a lot of pitching competitions. We organize a lot of talks here and there. So Cell, the entire club is like a family. I almost know every single person in Cell. I know what their personality is, and it's so amazing because it's like my extended family. So Cell has given me a lot, and it has helped me make a lot of friends because these guys have mutuals. So they'll be like, hey, do you know him? Hey, do you know her? So that way I can expand my network and get to know a lot of people in college. Also, YouTube has also helped me. A lot of people approach me and be like, hey, are you the guy on YouTube? I've seen you. I see your videos. Hey, my name is Shreyans. Stuff like that. So yeah. YouTube also helps. I'm not saying start a YouTube channel to become popular, but you can try that out as well if you're interested. So yeah, these were a few of my stories. These were my experiences of being a very introverted person and transforming into a less introverted person. I wouldn't say I am a very extroverted person, but yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. I know this resonates with a lot of you because majority of people are introverts, guys. So don't worry if you're introverted. Don't worry if you're not social. Don't worry if you're not confident. It's all gonna be all right. Just talk to people. Talking to people helps, and I'll see you in the next one.